Hello everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be doing an original tag. What? I never have done an original tag before, so I made this up, so hopefully it's good. But this is called the Nevermind book tag. I looked this up, I didn't see that anyone else had done it, so if someone's done it since I looked it up, I'm really sorry. Hopefully I have different questions if someone else has, but I don't think anyone else has done it, so I am going to just get right into it. So basically the concept of this tag is like changing your mind about different books, so all the questions relate to that, and you can either answer them in a positive way, like it changed your mind positively, or in a negative way, like you changed your mind about a book negatively. So the first question is a book you rated high but have now changed your mind, or a book that you rated low and have now changed your mind. So the book that I chose for this one is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I rated this book I think 5 stars or 4 stars when I first read it, but now I've changed my mind. I've read a lot more contemporary since reading this book. I honestly don't really like John Green's writing style. Don't kill me if you like it. So I'd probably go with more of a 3-star for this one. I enjoyed it, but I feel like I forced myself to cry and to like really enjoy it because everyone else really enjoyed it, and that is not right. You should enjoy books because you enjoy them, and I don't think personally I really enjoyed this book that much. So the next one is a book that you bought because of the cover, but you might not read it. So for this one, I'm going to go with The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. I bought this one because of the cover and because of the hype, and I don't know if I'm going to read it. I kind of forget what it's about, and I also am not that interested in like sci-fi, I guess, anymore, so I don't even know what genre this book is. I think it's like sci-fi or like dystopian, but I'm just not that interested in it anymore. Like, I just don't want to read it right now. But I really liked the cover. I thought it was so pretty and the spine's really pretty. So I got it, but I don't know if I'm going to read it. The next one is a book that you constantly put on your TBR but never seem to get to. If you've watched my channel before, you probably know what I'm going to say for this one, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. This book somehow ends up on my TBR basically every single month, and I never get to it. I don't know why. I think I'm kind of intimidated by the size of it. But I shouldn't be because it's Cassandra Clare and I always read her books so fast. But also, I don't know. I'm so intimidated. Now she has so many other books out that I'm like overwhelmed. But I just need to read this book. I say that so much about this book and I'm already sick of saying it. And I've literally pre-ordered this when it came out and I still haven't read it. So, yeah, I'm ashamed. The next one is a hyped book that you're not sure you're interested in. And not sure for me, very loose term for this one, but the first one that came to mind was The Night Circus, and I am not sure. Like, I could go either way. I read Caraval and I liked that as a circus book, and I was really surprised because I feel like the word circus does not really appeal to me in like a book title. I don't know. I just am not that that's not a buzzword for me, so like Night Circus like just doesn't, I don't know, doesn't spark anything for me. Like, if it wasn't for BookTube, I wouldn't ever pick that book up. But because I've heard so many great things about the book, I feel like I need to pick it up. But I also am like, meh. Like, I don't know. But I also feel like I might pick it up and like absolutely adore it. So, who knows? But that one I'm unsure about. Like, it's not a no, but it's definitely, I'm unsure. The next one is a book you DNF'd. So I DNF'd 4 books before, at least that I marked on Goodreads, and that was Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. That series, I don't like that series. I read the first book halfway through or something, and I just, no. So much insta-love, and I couldn't do it. Delirium by Lauren Oliver. I was really enjoying that one, but then I didn't stick with it. These were like a long time ago. And then Panic, also by Lauren Oliver. Couldn't get into it. And then Strange Grace by Tessa Gratton was my most recent DNF. This one, I remember saying that I would go back to it, but I don't know if I ever will. I'm just not interested in it anymore. It was like, I didn't hate it. A book you were loving until the ending made you think twice, or a book that you were not sure you liked until its epic ending. So for this one, I'm going to do Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. This one, the whole book, I was like meh about, and then the ending came and I was like, I need the next book. But now that I've like settled on it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to continue or not in this series. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm not sure. But I remember I really loved the ending, but the rest of the book was just like mediocre to me. A series you were loving and then decided not to continue, or a series you weren't sure about but now you want to continue it. So this might be a bit of a controversial one, but for this one I'm gonna go with Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I read the first 3 books. I read the first 3 books. I loved the first one. I didn't really like the second one. It took me forever to get through, and for some reason the second one and the third one both put me in reading slumps. And then I read The Assassin's Blade, and I love The Assassin's Blade. So I like this one, and I like the prequel, but I don't like the next 2. So I'm very unsure if I should continue or not. I'm thinking no, but I don't really know. I know a lot of people are like split about this, about whether they like this series or not. But if I don't like the second 2 books, will I like the next ones? Because I really am not sure at this point. I really wish I loved this series, but I just don't. I really like the first book though, and I really like The Assassin's Blade. A genre you used to like but now don't read, or a genre you used to not read but now love. So I'm going to answer both of these. A genre that I used to read a lot that now I don't read anymore is dystopian, which I feel like this is going to be a lot of people's answers for this one. And a genre that I used to never read but now I adore is fantasy. Fantasy I used to hate because I don't even know why, I just didn't like it. And then I watched the TV show Merlin, so it wasn't a book that changed this for me, it was a TV show, and I fell in love with fantasy. So I now love fantasy, and now I read all the fantasy books. A character you changed your mind about, either in a good or a bad way. So I feel like for this one, I have to give a shout out to my boy Reese. I really did not like Reese in the first, well, that's untrue. I didn't like Reese for a little bit in the first book, and then I was like, I like you. I am rooting for you. And then now I love him, but I didn't like him for a little bit in the first book. But now I adore him. You guys know my obsession with Reese. Those are all the questions for the Nevermind book tag. You can answer like both sides of each question. I just decided to do one side of the questions, but you can totally do both sides, either or, whatever you guys want. But I'm going to tag a ton of people down below, so look out for that. And I would love to see if you guys do this tag, so definitely send me the link either on Twitter or tell me that you did it and I'll go look on your channel. Definitely let me know if you guys do this tag, and even if you're not tagged, definitely please feel free to do it, because I am going to try to tag a ton of people, so you are totally welcome to do it even if I don't tag you, and you can say that I tagged you. But anyway, that is about it for this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked this tag and if you want me to make more tags. Make sure to subscribe down below if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!
Words that I say, downtown the lights out, but we choose to stay. I don't know where this may go. These strangers know all the words at my shows. I tell